ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dylan, and welcome to Dylan the Truth Podcast. If you guys are new to this channel, I'd like for you guys to subscribe to it and also hit that like button. Deeply appreciated. Now, this segment is a pretty interesting one. I believe this news came out, I believe last week or so, but it's about Joe Smith and his wife Keisha. If you guys don't know, Joe Smith was a former NBA player. I believe he played 15 seasons in the NBA. He got married to Keisha, I believe about 2015, I'd like to say. But she's making news for all the wrong reasons. She actually came out and said that she started a OnlyFans without, telling her husband, Joe Smith. So Joe Smith was upset, rightfully so, because it's like something like that. You need to tell your husband or your spouse, what are you doing? Now I understand she said that the money is tight. Joe Smith is no longer in the NBA, so he's not making the money that he used to make. He was making millions when he was playing in the NBA. Obviously, that's not the case. So she felt like, I should do the OnlyFans so we could keep up this lifestyle that they got going. But yeah, still, regardless of what. Now, if that was the situation, I believe that Keisha should have went to him and told him, we're kind of struggling financially. We need this extra money, so let me do this OnlyFans so we could be good for the time being. If she had brought that up to him and, he kind of rejected it, then that's on him. If she did what she did. Now, if this is the case where she did it secretly, and then, maybe somebody told him about it, or her conscience was eating her up and she had to tell him, that's just, to me, is wrong. She's wrong no matter how you want to slice it. She should have been straight up and said, you know what, I did the OnlyFans. With that being said, she did go on a couple of podcast shows, a couple of radio shows, but there's one notable one is Cameron and Mace, a podcast show called It Is What It Is. And she was over there talking to Cameron about, basically their situation, the financial situation. Even Cameron was kind of flirting with her, saying about he likes her cleavage, and asking her if would she massage him and this and that and the next. She obviously was playing into it. She said yes, sure, yeah, she would do it. Now I was watching recently Vlad TV. Vlad actually interviewed Joe Smith. And Vlad asked him if he had seen that video, and he said he didn't. So Vlad showed it to him, and you could tell that he was really upset. But he kept his composure. You could see it, like he didn't lose control. But you could see it in his face. He cannot hide it. And Vlad asked him, how do you feel about that? And he basically said that he was really upset. Because, this is just ridiculous. I don't understand why people do this type of stuff. And you would think, somebody that's, more mature, that their advanced age now, like they would be smarter than this. But, she kind of comes off childish. I believe they're both around the same age, 48, 47. But her mentality is like a teenager. Like, it's embarrassing. I'm like, come on, man. You got to conduct yourself better than this. Like, why are you doing all that stuff? That's very disrespectful to your husband. Now, bear in mind, Joe Smith already knew the situation he was getting into, because she was doing adult films and stuff like that before, OnlyFans started to blow up. So it wasn't anything new for him. He knew about her past. So he knew exactly what he was getting into. But with that being said, it still doesn't give her a pass for not telling her own husband about what she'd been doing, because it's worse when he has to find out secondhand about that situation instead of her coming forward and telling him about she's doing OnlyFans. If she had been straight up, this wouldn't be any news. I guarantee you it wouldn't be. But because this happened, and when she told him all this stuff, it's on social media. She's there recording while they were arguing. I feel that's lame. Like, why does couples do that stuff is beyond me. Like, they put everything on social media. Certain things should not be on social media. When you guys are having arguments like that, you should keep it amongst yourselves. The whole world doesn't need to see that, because what it is, people are laughing at you guys. Like, they're not helping you. They're just getting entertainment, so to speak. Like, this is what people don't understand. You don't have to put everything on social media. This is what people do not understand. And what she did was just flat out wrong. Like, she did not have to do that. If they had a conversation, let them have a private conversation. Leave us out of it. We wouldn't even know anything about it if she didn't record this and put that on social media. But that just goes to show you where her mentality is. Clearly, she's very childish. Although she's, what, 47? Still, that doesn't mean you're mature. I know a lot of people around that age that's very immature. And some people that's younger, that's more mature than the ones at that age. It just happens. It all comes down to maturity. Age, you would think, would play a factor, but clearly it doesn't nowadays. I feel like that's a thing of the past, to be quite honest. And it's pretty sad what the world has come to when you see things like this. We're seeing more of this stuff. And sometimes, people like her get celebrated. Don't get me wrong, women are the only ones that's doing this stuff. Men do it too. Men like to put their business out there. If they are having a dispute with their significant other, they will record it and put it on social media, and not knowing that's more damaging to the relationship when they do things like that. You just gotta, be cautious about that. Yes, it's fine if you want to post, certain like pictures of you, maybe your significant other, or if you went to a concert, you want to take a quick picture, or you want to record or put a video there. But certain things should not be on social media. Like your private business, meaning like your arguments with your significant other. The world doesn't need to know all that. Certain things that you do in life, you don't have to put everything that you're doing. Like, privacy is the key. Like, a lot of people, if you notice, are really happy are the ones that don't put everything out there. Like, you don't really know much about them, you have people guessing on what you're doing. And that would be good for you, because you'll be a lot happier, you'll be more content. You ain't trying to impress people, you're trying to get a validation from others. You don't need to do all that stuff. To be quite honest, this is just silly. And hopefully they could work it out. But based on this last interview with Joe Smith, it might be tough. I know that one hurt when he saw his wife actually flirting with, another man. That's got to be painful for him. But anyway, I will leave it there. I would like to thank everybody for tuning into this video. Till next time, peace.